We all know that Instagram is the last place you look when searching for real people. It's just made up of everyone's greatest moments with very few people being genuine. For Instagram models, they have to take things a step further though by using Photoshop or other apps like Facetune to make their online self appear much different than who they are in real life. That's why today we're counting down the top 10 Instagram models exposed for catfishing. Coming at number 10, the eyebrow glitch. Now we've all played around with those fun Snapchat filters, you know, the ones that make you look like a puppy or maybe something scary during a time like Halloween. But where things started to go wrong is when they began uploading filters that enhance feminine features. Now I'm sure this Instagram model was happy to find a matching pink hat and shirt, so she just wanted to flex, but perhaps didn't have the time to do her eyebrows because, how did you not see that eyebrow floating through the brim of the hat? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that she's been catfishing this whole time. Coming in number 9, Sahar Tabar. Sahar Tabar, whose real name is Fatima Kishfand, initially shocked the world with her attempts at looking like actress Angelina Jolie. Before her account was deleted, she had garnered around 486,000 followers by regularly posting photos of her haunting new look. Many people believe that Sahar had gone through some drastic cosmetic surgeries to achieve this look though. However, she has now made it very public that this look was actually achieved through makeup and Photoshop. According to Mail Online, Sahar posted a picture of her former appearance for the first time. She admitted to having some surgery to her face, including a nose job, lip fillers, and liposuction, but she is also quoted as saying, "This is Photoshop and makeup. Every time I publish a photo, I paint my face in an increasingly funny way. It is a way of expressing yourself, a kind of art. My fans know that this is not my real face." Coming to break, Hui. This Chinese influencer was exposed by a Facebook user named Extreme for posting some pretty extremely altered photos of herself and a friend online. The original photos that she was sharing made her face look almost doll-like, with extremely airbrushed looking faces as well. This side-by-side comparison shows a dramatic difference between the catfishing images she was posting online and what the reality was. In another photo, she actually forgot to take a reflection out of the nearby window, which is most likely where this Facebook user that exposed her first was tipped off that this social media star may be catfishing people. And at number 7, Hushpuppi. Nigerian influencer Hushpuppi once flaunted a life of luxury that many became very envious of. He seemed to have it all, from penthouses to expensive cars. Hushpuppi was always posting about his lavish lifestyle. He often attached messages of motivation, but now people are realizing that it was all just a big scam. Recently, he admitted to conning people out of at least $24 million, including $1 million that was meant for a children's hospital in Qatar. Anytime someone inquired about how Hushpuppi gained his wealth, he would claim that he amassed his fortune by playing the real estate market in Dubai. However, this facade that he was putting forth was broken apart by FBI agents who raided the influencer's home and found $41 million in cash, 13 luxury cars valued at around $6.8 million, and phone and computer evidence containing more than 100,000 fraud files, and the addresses of nearly 2 million possible victims. He was then arrested and flown to the US, where he was transferred to a jail in California, where he will await his sentencing. In at number 6, Soya no Soi. A young and beautiful Japanese motorcycle enthusiast turned out to be a 50-year-old man using an app to transform himself. The real person behind the account is a father of 3 and former competitive bodybuilder Yasuo Nakajima. Vice originally exposed him as being the ultimate catfish on the Japanese Monday Late Show once their production had caught up with him in person. He then would admit on live TV that he had been fooling people for months using this face app because he thought that no one would be interested in following a middle-aged man. Although this admission that he had adopted a persona stunned his fans, but it actually helped his follower count. People were like, oh cool, he's telling the truth now, I'll follow him. In number 5, Belle Gibson. Back in the early days of Instagram, influencer Belle Gibson was one of the first major con artists. In the 2010s, this Australian wellness influencer got tons of followers for promoting a diet of clean eating and launching an app called The Whole Pantry. Here's where things started to get a little weird though. She told her followers that this diet that she had created had been helping her battle and even cured multiple types of cancer, including a brain tumor. After doing tons of tours and speaking gigs, she said that she had been diagnosed with more cancer. Following that, she released a cookbook and promised her followers that the proceeds would all be going to various charities. However, in March of 2015, a report surfaced that said the $300,000 she made had not been donated anywhere. She then tried to claim that she had been falsely diagnosed with cancer, but then later admitted that she never had any type of cancer. And by 2017, a federal court in Melbourne had ordered her to pay $410,000 in fines for false charity claims, and the catfishing that she was leading a healthy life when she truly wasn't. Just scamming her fans. In at number 4, Marta Rentel. We spoke about Marta Rentel on this channel before. If you recall, she was the influencer that was selling her love as an NFT for a whopping $250K. Marta is a Polish influencer who was very forward about the separation of an online online persona that she has and herself in real life. So this is why I put her on this list. You can't be out here faking some online persona and scamming people out of money and not make it onto a list like this. Getting exposed for, catfishing or living a fake life doesn't always have to happen by way of randos online. It can sometimes be the influencer themselves. She actually said that her online persona is Marty Renty, which is who this lucky winner will be receiving love from. It's such a farce that I can't even keep it together whenever I read back over this information. Rentel is clearly faking an online personality to just trick men into paying for love. Artificial love. And at number 3, Julia Stiuso. Back in 2016, Julia had appeared on a morning show and claimed to be the daughter of a billionaire. Famously, she was the woman that claimed she was too beautiful to work. She also claimed that she would fly from her home in London to Russia just to get her hair done. However, shortly after bragging about her luxurious lifestyle, she was exposed for renting out a nice place specifically for the filming of her appearance on the show called Rich Kids. However, when the camera crew arrived, she actually tried to pretend that the place was hers, but it wasn't. It was an Airbnb. Coming in number 2, Her Royal Highness. Fans of this popular Chinese video blogger got quite the shock upon finding out that she wasn't exactly who she said she was. The blogger, who referred to herself as Your Highness, just so happened to have a technical glitch during one of her live streams that accidentally revealed to her audience that she was not the young, glamorous woman that she was portraying. Turns out she was catfishing this whole time. You see, what happened was, during a joint live stream, she was urged by her fans to show her face and remove the filter that she had been using, but she refused, apparently adding, "I can't show my face until I receive gifts worth 100,000 yuan. After all, I'm a good-looking host." Followers apparently began sending her donations, but at some point the filter she was using stopped working, revealing that she was actually just a middle-aged woman. Although she didn't notice the glitch until people began leaving her VIP access room in large numbers. Not that there's anything wrong with being a middle-aged woman, but there is something wrong with faking that you're somebody else. That's all I'm saying. Last but certainly not least, our number 1 spot, Danielle Cohn. This teen influencer has more than 1 million subscribers, but her way of getting those clicks was very controversial. She actually posted a video with a title alluding to the fact that she was expecting a child. Many were already creeped out thinking that she was 15 years old, and it became even more shocking to discover that she was actually 13 years old. During an interview with her father, he said, "For years I have done the diplomatic thing while dealing with my daughter being online in a way I didn't approve of and trying to have it handled out of social media because I figured the system would work and keep my daughter safe." AKA, he thought the internet would do all the parenting for him. Turns out, no. With that though, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled, "Gabby Petito's parents furious with missing Brian laundry." AK says, "This guy is such a coward, he has no remorse towards Gabby's family." I think we realized that. I mean, he would have turned himself in right away if he did have any backbone. Like one Benny DJ says, "This whole case is just madness. America is huge, he could be anywhere." Yeah, America is massive, so hopefully they find him soon. This case just needs to be over already so we can get some closure here. So Gabby Petito's family can get some closure. Erica Stone says, "A mama bear is more scary than a bounty hunter and the police put together." Yep, you got that right. Melinda Roma says, "Excellent job keeping us up to the moment. Love you, Johnny." Oh, thank you so much, Melinda. I appreciate that comment. I do my best. Fluffy Pink Chaos says, "The whole laundry family is going to prison." I mean, we'll see. But guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube, or at least try.